video log. Dr. Joilee Raina James. December 27, 2459 CE. Mantico and a few tribal warriors, male and female, escorted me to Oxuna territory as we agreed. The Oxuna tribe parted days earlier before we left the village. During my journey, a few female warriors took me under their wings to train me in their combat ways. The female warriors had a sister-like bond as they cared for each other. What they say is true. There is strength in numbers. I am very excited that the Keshamateel helped me adapt to this world. If I was not training or traveling, I used my palmer to catalog any life form that I came across. Moreover, the satellite GPS was taking pictures of the land with the use of LiDAR technology. When my people come, they will have a better understanding of this world. From what I have seen and scanned with my palmer, most vegetation can be adapted to my diet to make food and medicine. Even the animals are edible as well. Mantico and the others slaughtered mammal-like reptilian animals. They roasted its eggs and flesh on an open fire. In addition to our meal, we all gathered berries. They contained enough vitamins, electrolytes, and they kept me hydrated. However, I would do anything to taste a bottle of purified water.
Mantico, Joilee, and the escort party walked through the dense foliage for days. Finally, Mantico led Joilee and his people to a territorial marker. The territorial marker was constructed with wood, glowing stone, and a blue mask with plums made for a crown. At the neck base of the marker were small animal skulls. This was the border marker for the Oxuna tribe. Mantico and his tribal escort met at the edge of the village. Mantico waited before he departed as he had something to give to Joilee. One of his tribe men approached Mantico with an item wrapped in an animal pelt. Mantico took the pelt and walked towards Joilee and presented it to her with the pelt. "What is this?" Joilee asked. Joilee unwrapped the pelt and saw that it was the Punisher and her machete that fell beneath the rocky cliff on the day she was captured. Joilee examined the gun and machete. After a brief inspection of the Punisher, Joilee realizes the weapon was damaged. If Joilee attempted to use the gun, she would have an incomplete discharge and lose her hand. Joilee could abandon the gun as is. After emptying the bullets of the gun, Joilee entered the self-destruct protocols. Joilee quickly tossed the gun on the ground and watched the gun disintegrate in a white thermite flash. Joilee secured the machete to her back with the other weapons that Mantico provided her. Once Joilee was prepared, Mantico led her and his scout party to the Oxuna territory. Mantico stopped as he hesitated before crossing the marker. For generations, no one from his tribe has crossed the borders unless bloodshed followed. Mantico's tribe loathed the Oxuna people. However, Joilee was bound by duty to the E.G.C. policies of the First Contact Protocols. Joilee were to establish interspecies relations. Now that Joilee was the only human on Sierra Alpha Prime, it was evident she needed to meet the Oxuna people. When Mantico led his people across the territorial marker, he instructed his people to be on alert. Mantico was on edge when the Oxuna crossed into his territory days ago. Now that night was approaching, he became more attentive with his surroundings. Within 5 miles traveling inside the Oxuna territory, Mantico ordered a camp at the base of a cliff wall. Mantico refused to light torches to keep his party hidden in the foliage. However, the purplish cosmic sky offered minimum light to see but did not allow detections. Mantico ordered a few escorts to establish a watched perimeter in the tall trees. The next morning, Joilee was awakened by screams and tribal war cries. Joilee immediately got up and grabbed her weapons. The Oxuna tribe surrounded Joilee and her escort. Jambir Ray emerged from the foliage and walked to Mantico. "You dare enter my territory without permission," Jambir Ray belligerently. "You asked us to come, now you dare stand offended," Mantico yelled. Jambir Ray looked at Joilee and returned his death-piercing gaze at Mantico. "You can leave our territory. However, she stays." Jambir Ray points to Joilee. "I will not, as she is entrusted in my care." "And who says so?" "I say so. I kill you before I allow you to take her. If it's blood you want, then you shall have it." Mantico draws their daggers and begins to fight. Joilee knew by Jambir Ray's gesture. They were going to spill blood over her. "Stop this. No one needs to fight over me," Joilee yelled. Mantico and Jambir Ray took stabs at each other while the tribal members cheered for their respected chiefs. Mantico manages to get the upper hand on Jember Ray as he knocks the dagger out of his hand, and Spartan kicks him to the back of the cliff wall. Mantico was full of rage. Just as he was about to take the killing blow, Joilee jumped in front of Jember Ray, taking the hit for him. Joilee looked down, seeing that Mantico's blade had penetrated her abdomen. "Joilee, what have you done?" Mantico panicked. "No one kills over me," Joilee faintly replied before slumping over into Mantico's arms. Mantico quickly removes his blade from Joilee's wound. Blood quickly flowed. "Look what you've done," Mantico yelled. "It was your blade that plunged into her." The two argued in a language that Joilee did not understand. She learned about 200 words from hand gestures and drawings in the dirt, but it was not enough for a cohesive understanding. As Joilee lays on the ground bleeding out, Mantico holds her wound with fearful eyes. Joilee was shaking as her vision was getting blurred. Joilee felt that life was slipping away. However, one of the members of the Oxuna tribe had other plans for Joilee. An Oxuna woman pushes her way into the crowd that stands over Joilee. She is dressed similar to Mantico's mother in priestly attire, however, she is accustomed to the culture of the Oxuna tribe. She is completely covered with overgarment with tribal prints at the base of the dress's short sleeve, neck, and knee. Her feet were comforted by lace-up sandals. Her name is Jarensunale. Jarensunale kneels to Joilee and covers her hand with Joilee's blood. "What are you doing?" Joilee faintly asked. Jarensunale chants words in their language until Joilee's blood on her hand glows. Then, she put her hand over Joilee's wound, which causes it to close. Joilee screams out in pain. "She's killing her." Mantico attempts to stop her, but Jember Ray jumps in front of him. "No, she is saving her." The Joilee wound completely heals with slight scarring. When Jarensunale was done, the blood on Joilee's hand had turned to burnt rust-color crystals. Jarensunale had collected the blood shards into a clear glass-like vial. Joilee passes out from the ordeal.